So let's start with the obvious. You have a book, The Social Agent, that have helped millions of agents to transform the way that they do business, and that's through social media. So how important is social media now with all the transitions to sell real estate?
It's more important now than it was even 10 years ago. You know, with the technology that we have and the power of online presence and the way people are doing it, it works better than it did back then, because now a lot more people have adapted to it. So you have to think, 12 years ago, if I know promoting another business would help me promote myself and my personal brand, 12, 13 years ago, the coffee shop still had a friend page on Facebook and hadn't even launched a business page. They were doing it wrong. And so now it's just everybody's on. So what was, only tens of thousands of people in a local market that were doing it right, now you have hundreds of thousands of people in local markets, if not millions in metro markets. So I think social media has just become extremely more effective than it was. How you do it has changed. What works, what doesn't, that always is evolving. But the approach to just realizing it's where people exist and it's where human beings base themselves all day, every day, the power of it is more effective today now.
It's interesting because Robert and I, we're both working right now in a building that he acquired that is incredible, is redefining what commercial real estate is all about. It's Class X, right? We're transforming a beautiful commercial building into a 5-star hotel feeling. And the way that everything is disrupting that industry, it goes back to how you put it out there on social media. But for you and for what we're doing, we're trying to tap into what's next. So the question for you is, what's next? Artificial intelligence, blockchain, what's next in real estate?
All of that. So blockchain is definitely already here. You're going to see as Web3 continues to rise, blockchain won't just be the thing that you're accessing on Web3 to trade crypto. Blockchain will be where social networks reside on Web3. And so when you think who's going to be the first social network owned and controlled by the people on the blockchain of Web3, where Big Brother no longer is regulating and controlling what we see and what we don't see. And so I wonder who that first blockchain Web3 social network will be. Maybe it'll be one of the ones that exist, realizing that they need to be smart and go down that road. Mm-hmm. AI, the fact that I can go in and upload my entire social media channels, my entire databases, and use AI to identify people who I'm friends with on Facebook or followers on Instagram or connections on LinkedIn, and literally can read it in seconds and say, this 10% of your audience, you should aggressively be approaching based off of all these different things that it can read and it can target, and behaviors and interests, where I don't have to go in and run a sponsored ad on Instagram and target everybody whose devices are on Zillow. That was the old way. And now AI and blockchain, it's just changing everything. So I definitely feel like no matter what, people need to really be understanding that AI is just the next evolution of our digital twin.